Hello, my name is Kurt, and today I want to talk a bit more about lucid dreaming, because I've been getting a lot of comments on my first video saying that the supplements I recommend are drugs, and that it's not the natural way to lucid dream, and that they're not safe, they're addictive, they cause mental illness, that it's ridiculous to pay for supplements and pay for dreams, and I've just been getting a lot of comments like that. But I've also been getting a lot of positive comments and people sharing a lot of positive experiences, sending me messages saying that thanks to my video, they lucid dreamed for the first time in their lives because they tried all the natural methods, they tried all the techniques, and nothing worked. But these supplements worked for them, and they're now experiencing lucid dreams, and they're really grateful for my video. And I would just like to take the time right now to thank all the people that watch my video and that enjoy my video, and because it's been a great journey, like my first lucid dream video, I have around like 30,000 views or something like that already, and I've just met so many cool people. I made so many new friends. A lot of people added me on Facebooks. Like, I had so many great discussions. I heard about so many great experiences from people, and it was just such an awesome journey, meeting all these cool people and stuff like that. So I would like to thank all of you, and I'm very grateful for the support you give me, like liking my video, favoriting my video, commenting, sharing your experience. It just makes everything so much better and so much cooler. I thank you so much. You're all awesome. But yeah, let me get back to the main point of the video. I would like to share basically a more natural way of lucid dreaming for those people that don't want to use the supplements. And there's already 1,000 or more videos on the techniques and all the methods and stuff like that. So, and I made my first video called Lucid Dreaming the Easy Way, because taking supplements is indeed the easy way. I mean, would you rather, in my personal experiences when I did the techniques, like, I had to lay on my bed for 30 minutes to completely go into sleep paralysis, and then maybe I would have a lucid dream. But now that I've discovered supplements and natural herbs that influence dreams, which I will be talking about later, I just found it a lot more easier and convenient to do that. Like, do you really want to lay on your bed for 30 minutes, not moving, not swallowing your saliva, not scratching those itches you get all over your body, just for a lucid dream, when you could just, take a supplement before bed, and then you might not experience lucid dreams automatically, but your dreams will be more vivid, more vibrant, and you will remember more parts of your dreams. And that's the main path to lucid dreaming. So yeah, first of all, I would like to recommend the book that I started with when I first started lucid dreaming, and it's called Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming. And now this book contains all the information, techniques, methods, reality checks, and even some cool experiences the author had in lucid dreaming. So I recommend you picking it up if you want a more natural alternative and you want to actually figure out the techniques in depth and put them to use. And I'm just going to share how I started lucid dreaming. I started with, dream journal, doing all the techniques and stuff like that. But like I said, I found the supplements and the herbs a lot easier. So I don't really do the techniques that much anymore. I did every single technique with success, but it just takes too much effort, and it's not that I'm a lazy individual, it's not that I want things really quick, but for me it's easier to take the supplements, because like the way I discovered ginkgo biloba, for example, the supplement, I had to take it because I have bad circulation in my hands anyway, so ginkgo biloba really helps me with that. So I have to take it anyway, and it influences my dreaming. Then why should I stop? You know what I mean? It's natural, and it works for me. So yeah, that's natural methods. And I also wanted to recommend a couple of herbs that I have had experiences with, but I haven't had experience with all the herbs on this list though. Now there's a website called Arrowwood where I found out about a lot of these herbs. A lot of people do reviews, post experiences, and talk about all these herbs that I'm going to talk about right here. So to go there and check out, like just type in herbs for lucid dreaming Arrowwood on Google, and it'll take you there. But yeah, the first herb I want to talk about that I have experience with is an herb called Silene Capensis. It's also called Xhosa African Dream Root. And it's called Xhosa African Dream Root because it comes from the Xhosa tribe in Africa, and it's been used to induce prophetic dreams, and the tribe uses it for spiritual purposes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the first herb I tried, and it's like this yellowish barky substance that you get like twigs or sticks and stuff. And then when I first saw this, I'm like, what is this stuff? And you're not supposed to eat it raw or anything like that. You're actually supposed to take it, boil it in water, and then stir the water until this foam forms on the top of the water, and that's what you're supposed to ingest. You're supposed to ingest as much foam as possible in order for your stomach to be full with that foam before you go to bed, and that's supposed to have an effect on your dreams. And honestly, I haven't noticed many effects from using it. Like, it was very mild. Like, a lot of people say you have to use it continuously for like a couple weeks before the real effects start showing and stuff like that. But honestly, I haven't found a lot of effects. The supplements work better for me. Next one is a funny yet, terrible experience I've had. It's called Calea Zacatechichi. If you go on Airwid, there's tons of reports about it. People ranting and raving. I actually know a couple of people that actually grow their own Calea Zacatechichi because they loved it so much. They bought the seed and they're growing it for themselves now. So yeah, it is a great herb. It really works, but this is the terrible part of it. It tastes absolutely nasty. It's bitter and the most putrid flavor I ever tasted in my life. I almost vomited the first time I took a first sip of the tea. There's two ways to use the herb, by the way. There's the tea, and then there's a smoking method. I'll get to the smoking method later. Right now I'm just going to talk about the tea. So yeah, it's terribly nasty. Like, unless you have like a cup of sugar or something to down at the same time when you're drinking the tea, then maybe, you'll live through the experience. But yeah, it does work. I had an amazing experience with Calea Zacatechichi. I took the tea, I downed it somehow. It was almost unbearable, but I did it. I said, in the name of science. But yeah, I downed it, and then I went to sleep, and then I experienced the most intense, almost prophetic dream of my life. It's like, I remember parts of it, but not all of it. I forgot to write it down. I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's like I was walking down the beach with my friend, and it was so incredibly realistic. Like, you could feel the sand, you could smell the salty ocean, air. It was just so realistic. And then all of a sudden, the sky turns. It was a beautiful sunny day, and all of a sudden, the sky turns black and gray, and then the sky opens up, and I hear this voice talking to me. I don't remember exactly what the voice said to me, but this was like probably the most life-changing dream I ever had in my life. And it was influenced by the herb, so, I didn't take it as, a message from the gods or something like that, Like, I took it for what it was. It was a great experience. It was almost life-changing, and it was great. So yeah, I recommend Calea Zacatechichi if you could get it down. Now, the other method to taking it is the smoking method. I personally tried that as well because I can't stand the bitter flavor, so I tried smoking it, and it absolutely tore up my lungs and my throat. It's the most harshest smoke you could ever get. Seriously. So you could try it out that way if you don't prefer the tea, but I say it's not that expensive either, so I say give it a shot. Maybe you'll like the tea. Everybody's different, If you can't stand the tea, try smoking it. Maybe it works better for you than it did for me. But I highly recommend that. Go on Airwid. There's tons of reviews, even all over the internet about it. Next natural herb I wanted to talk about is valerian root. Now, I use this for my insomnia. I have killer insomnia. I can't sleep most of the time unless I do some nice deep meditation before I sleep, which I usually do, but valerian root gives me that extra kick to fall asleep anyway. So, yeah, valerian root, I didn't think it would have any effects on dreaming because I thought it was just for helping people to go to sleep, but I noticed that after I take valerian root before bed, I get the most strange, bizarre dreams you could ever think of. Like, the weirdest things you could think of are in my dreams after taking valerian root. So that's actually very useful for inducing lucidity, because you'll be in your dream and then you see, a 10-foot dude with a burgundy afro carrying, a Grim Reaper's skull, and him talking in reverse Greek language. I mean, you get my point. You'll be like, what is this? This isn't real life. This has to be a dream. And then boom, instant lucidity. Then you could change it up any type of way you want. You don't have to maintain that bizarreness. You could just, fly or whatever you want. So yeah, valerian root, I really recommend that as well. Not really recommend that. I found some of the supplements better. Like, I found melatonin and choline and ginkgo biloba a lot better. But valerian root is still a good candidate. Next, it's not really a herb, but it's fish oil. It's fish oil or omega-3. You probably have this somewhere in your house because probably somebody in your family takes it. And me personally, I hate fish, I hate seafood, I can't stand the flavor. So I take this basically for the health benefits. Since I don't eat enough fish, I don't get those amino acids and all that stuff, so I take the fish oil. And I never thought this would have an effect on dreaming, but one time I forgot to take the fish oil during the day, and I decided to take it during the night for the hell of it, and what do you know? My dreams became more vivid, more realistic, and slightly bizarre. Not as bizarre as valerian root, but still slightly bizarre. They just became a lot more vivid and realistic. The bizarre level was still low, though. So that'll help with lucid dreaming as well, because the main purpose is to be aware that you're dreaming and to say, I'm dreaming, and then you could trigger lucidity. Next on my list is an herb called mugwort. I personally have not had any experiences with this, but I am recommending it. I'm not recommending it, I'm just talking about it because I wanted to buy it for a long time already, but it's so expensive. Like, I went online and it's like $6 for the herb itself, but then $10 for the shipping and handling. So I'll be paying more for the shipping and handling than for the herb itself. So it's kind of ridiculous for me, but I'm going to head to New York, which isn't far from my house, and I'm going to pick it up because it's a lot cheaper there, and I could just buy it on the spot and take it home with me. So expect a future video of me talking about mugwort soon. But the reason I'm talking about it is because I went on Erowid and all over the internet, and even in medieval times, like, it's been considered in medieval times it was considered a herb witches used to make people, not go insane or anything like that, but have like these crazy dreams and stuff like that. And people didn't understand lucid dreaming back then, so they thought it was like they were being possessed by a demon or something like that. But yeah, mugwort is recommended by a lot of people on the internet. A lot of people have positive experiences with it. If you go on Erowid, all you'll find is mainly positive experiences, and you could either smoke it or use it in a tea. And I'm gonna get around to buying it, and like I said, I'm gonna make a video of it. But I would just like to throw that out there so you guys could go check it out and see all the reviews, and maybe order it yourself or get it somehow, and then at your local herb shop or whatever, and just share your experiences with me, because it's all about sharing. I share this information with you, you share information with me, and we all develop a friendship and stuff like that. And I gain more intelligence and you gain more intelligence because I learn about your experiences, and then you learn what I'm talking about, and then we share this connection, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that's why I'm throwing mugwort down there. If you get a chance to test it out, please comment, message me about how your experience was. And yeah, pretty much that's all I really wanted to talk about. Lucid dreaming is amazing. I have lucid dreams every night now. I don't really necessarily have to use the supplements anymore. They just happen naturally because, I developed this pattern in meditation where I could go into sleep paralysis. And once I know the feeling of sleep paralysis in meditation, I could induce that when I fall asleep. It's like when I go to sleep, I'm falling asleep, and then I'm in sleep paralysis. I'm like, oh, I know what this is. And then I could go either into the dream state, but in my meditations, I like to stay in a calmer, lower brainwave, like almost visionary state where I could learn things, experience spiritual visions and stuff like that. So, yes. Another thing I wanted to talk about is I have this a good friend of mine that makes videos on YouTube, and he has a lot of interesting videos about DMT and lucid dreaming and a lot of really cool topics. And he makes a lot of videos that I actually wanted to make, but I'm too lazy. I'm really lazy. I make videos every once in a while whenever I get a spark of inspiration, which isn't frequently, as you could see. So yeah, like, just check out his videos, add him, subscribe, whatever. I'm just throwing this plug in there because he's a really cool guy and he has some great videos, and I would like the world and all the people to see what he has to share. And his channel name is Creature Kills Well, and I will also put annotation or link or whatever that is in the video, and I will also include all the names of all the natural herbs and things, and even the book name in the video description. So be sure to check that out so you have it for your records or whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. I thank all of you once again for being so supportive and enjoying my videos and watching. And I couldn't have, I wouldn't be doing this if I wouldn't have somebody to do it for, because I already experienced lucid dreams and stuff like that. So I would have no point to do this video for myself, So I thank all of you. I hope you appreciate that, and I hope I cleared up all the issues that I made in the first video about people getting turned off because of all the unnatural supplements, even though they're natural and stuff like that. I hope this is better than my last video. So thanks again, and I will see you later. Have a great day.